Alright, you ready?
Uh-huh.
We're gonna climb up a tractor. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, climb up there.
Stay right here for a minute.
Ready to do some farming? Alright. Alright, come here, buddy.
Okay.
Alright, take a ride.
We're farming, dude. Thanks for inviting us, brother.
Absolutely, man. I saw you filming me the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Will.
Cool, I'm Chris. This is little Elion.
Hell yeah.
And this is his first time farming. So, what are we planting? Corn?
Well, we're just plowing now.
Oh, okay.
We'll be planting soybeans here.
Soybeans this time.
Yep.
So we change it up like every season.
Yes, sir.
So last time was like hog corn.
Last time was corn, yep. And this time will be soybeans.
Soybeans, cool.
After that will be wheat, probably beans again.
Wheat and then beans again. So y'all got to change it up for like what, like the insects?
Insects, time of year, things like that. Beans will be done right around October, which is right around the time we plant wheat.
Oh, cool. So we'll get to see maybe like 2 crops.
Yeah.
Awesome. Man, this is one cool machine. We got AC. What do you think, Elion?
No.
This is awesome.
So would y'all just move into that barn there?
We've been there almost a year. June will be a year, I think.
Gotcha.
So we watched the corn crop get done.
Cool. That barn, that's now a house, used to be the original animal barn, hog barn for the man that used to own all of this land.
Oh wow, so the house we live in used to be a hog barn.
Yep, and the house beside it, on the other side, the brick house, was his house. And of course, he and his wife are dead and gone now, but we ended up picking up most of his land and his operation. Our grain bins over there, that's his shop and operation.
Oh wow,
So,
dang.
yep. I'm plowing about 8 inches deep into the ground right now, 24 foot wide.
24 foot wide.
We're burning 22 gallons of diesel an hour.
22 gallons an hour to run this thing. Holy crap. Wow, that's insane.
We've expanded.
You know what's really sad to me? I guess I'm an old soul and I must have like been a farmer maybe in a past life or something, because it really hurts my feelings to see like these farms being sold and then they're building like housing developments. That's really sad to me, you know.
Well, honestly, you know, a singular house, take like for instance that house over there, if for whatever reason 50 years from now, if they tear that house down, a single house can be removed and it turned back into farmland. We've done that with old houses before.
Yeah.
But big developments, places where they pave driveways and streets and stuff.
Yeah.
Never get rid of all that.
Yep.
Sewer lines.
Yeah, it's really sad.
And I think one of the biggest things, not even the houses, which I agree is a problem. These solar panel farms that are going in are a huge waste of land, mainly because the land they put them on is farmland. That land's already in production. Crops harvest the energy of the sun anyway.
Yeah.
So you're just taking one and replace it with the other, and in the end, the solar panels will ruin the land. You can never get rid of the solar panels. So it's a one and done thing. Crops will grow forever.
Well, the way I look at it is, once you get rid of farmlands, like the personal owned farmers from basically our past and our history, then we're fully reliant on the government's food.
Right.
So you can no longer go to your local farmer anymore and buy food. Like, you have to get it from Walmart or some kind of corporation. So it's kind of huge control.
In many ways and places, unless given special permits to open their own produce market, most farmers are restricted upon what they can do. If you own one cow and you want to sell it to your neighbors, you can do that. But if you grow, say, 1,000 head of cattle and that's your main job, then you cannot sell to the individual, because then it becomes an FDA issue and they believe that they have to oversee the production of meat. And I can understand why, for a health safety reason why, but that cuts out everything. Then you're forced to go through a middleman, and like you said, through groceries and all that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it just takes a lot of the sense of community out of it.
Yeah.
It makes you feel, I mean, it's sad because it makes the farmer feels like it's him versus everyone around him. And you can find that in every aspect from everyone.
Yeah.
People don't understand the chemicals we spray and things like that they're not really harmful like people claim they are. And when you go to move these big machines like this one down the road, people have no regard for you or your size or the fact that I can't stop on a dime. I mean, these things are like slower 18-wheelers. You know, this tractor is probably 30,000 pounds by itself.
Well, I've been a tractor-trailer operator my whole life, pretty much since I was like 19. So I drove 18-wheelers for a good 18 years.
Yes, sir.
But I'm like a constitutionalist, and I feel like that's what farmers need to go back to the Constitution, you know, which protects our common law rights, and which is the U.S. Constitution is the supreme law of the land. So that's not what this video is about. But.
No, sir, but I can tell you, I fully agree.
Yeah,
like you know, well, driving 18-wheelers nowadays comes in hand with the farm. So I'm 20. I've been doing it for 2 years myself.
That's not what it's about. We're just farming. We're enjoying farming. And teaching this little man something cool. How about this, man? What do you think, Elion? This fun? This is awesome, isn't it? This is a big tractor, man. Thanks a lot, brother. This is cool.
Awesome.
I appreciate the offer. That was freaking very kind.
I love to give people the experience, because otherwise you only see it from an outside perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, this made our day, huh, Elion? This is awesome. This is a God's blessing. We were watching him plow, and now we're in the freaking tractor plowing.
It's crazy the amount of technology that's come along, where what you see now, I don't actually have to touch the steering wheel once I set my line. Auto guidance can do that, and it can do it better than any human.
Oh, really? It's auto guidance on here?
It's holding.
Oh, there's a computer.
It's holding this thing on on a line within
I can't see it with the sun glaring.
it's holding this line tighter within an inch one way or the other.
Oh wow.
That's tighter than any human could ever possibly hold.
Dang right.
And it doesn't give you a headache at the end of the day because you're not staring at a line.
Yeah, oh, heck yeah.
I actually spent part of my high school career working and growing him.
Oh, sweet.
And flowers and all kinds of vegetables. You know, which is a totally different perspective from what I grew up in, because the big farm is, you know, where I come from, but to see it on a small scale is a totally different experience. You know,
dang right, yeah.
Working with your hand over working the machine. So each their own different glory, different requirements for that, for sure. Something that keeps most farmers down nowadays is the prices of all these cool technologies that some of us get to enjoy, and I'm grateful to have the experience that I do, the opportunity that I do. Just this one machine that we're sitting at, it costs $400,000 brand new. Wow.
It sucks 20 gallons an hour. Man, 22, they said. Wow. That's money. And the fuel prices are going up.
Sadly.
While all this kung flu stuff is going on, they're gonna hit you while you're down.
The biggest hoax I've ever heard.
Yeah, yep.
Sure didn't stop me from coming to work.
And that ain't coming from me, that's coming from him.
Sure, no mask.
I haven't worn one either. Well, a couple times when some people were very uptight.
The only time I've done it is because of the dentist, and I believe that's because my dental health is more important than any political agenda that I can carry.
I went to the DMV yesterday, literally yesterday, and they made me put on a mask before they would even open the door. It was pretty crazy. So.
Well, I'm one to come from, the whole thing is not even a political statement for me as much as it is that I know the truth that masks won't work.
Nah, yeah, it won't.
You grow up on a farm, and we do wear masks on the farm to clean out grain beds and things to help keep from breathing in so much dust. Grain dust you can see, and even then, even with a mask,
you still inhale it.
I'm still inhaling it. I'm still coughing up black dust at the end of the night. I'm still sneezing.
I'm a woodworker, and a dust mask, it doesn't even stop all the dust. So,
and if that's something that I can see, I'm not gonna stop a microparticle with a napkin.
100%.
It doesn't happen.
Yep.
Go back to the whole microparticle thing. You will never be able to prevent that. Nobody's gonna walk around in a hazmat suit.
We have us a pretty intelligent farmer right here.
Oh yeah. Farming nowadays, there is no dumb farmer. There's no old man in overalls with a pitchfork.
Well, that's more of a media thing, you know, the rednecks and the smart people that know how to survive, they're the idiots, right?
Right. I tell you, this job involves more chemistry than I ever learned in school. Mechanical work, geometry, logistics. I can think of a whole list of things that have nothing to do with anything I've ever learned that you have to know and learn and apply to this job every day. Everything I'm thinking about, even right now, when I'm not looking and turning this tractor around. If I turn too sharp, I know the tongue of this plow is going to jam into the side and break something. I have to know all of this stuff. I have to know how far away to be from the ditch to not plow the ditch in. I have to know when I go down the road how far out I have to swerve to not hit that guy's mailbox.
Well, regardless, it was an awesome conversation.
Absolutely.
And an awesome experience. This is my first time ever in a tractor like this, plowing a field. So, and I've always wanted to. I've always wished I was in a farming family, you know, where I could have this type of job and just, you know.
It's definitely it's one of those jobs where you definitely have to love what you do to do it, because if you don't, you can't force yourself. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. What do you think, Elion?
It's cool.
This is pretty cool. You want to be a farmer? Elion doesn't really know about planting stuff yet. I've been teaching, I'm doing a little bit of gardening. Trying to, I've been planting garden.
Oh yeah.
You know, planter boxes and...
Go on, keep it up.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to do some all like chemical-free salads and stuff. I love salads and stuff, so...
Another thing I see way too much of is people throwing trash, littering on the sides of the road. It always ends up in our field.
We have a lot of it. I don't know if it's haters or what, but we have a lot of trash at the end of our driveway.
I can't tell you how many bags and bags and pickup loads of just trash. Like old wood, blown over, like chairs, couches, TVs, trampolines.
Oh, God.
Pool liners.
Oh, so literally people
screen-
dumping.
Screen doors. I mean, anything you could think that would have ever blown away or been thrown out, I've had to pick it up. Beer bottles, cigarettes, diapers, everything that's just disgusting. Needles. You talk about all kinds of hazards, just ridiculous. Plastic bags. Our farm directly sells to Purdue, chicken houses in Smithfield, Port, and places like that. Most of our grain goes to feed. It's just the way the grain grows in our climate, the grade of produce that it is. But this area in general is very unique in the climate and the ground that we have here. The soil can grow near about everything. It's not the normal North Carolina tobacco and cotton that you see. It's more like corn, cabbage, potatoes, you know, with all produce, strawberries, blueberries, pears, kiwi, grapes, corn. All of these things that don't grow everywhere in this area. It's just this like 3-county spread. It's very, very different. That's why in this area we try to preserve as much of this farmland as we can. It's some of the best in the state. This area has produced, between our family farm and other family farms in the area, we've produced state record crops from this area. And that's without irrigation or anything. So it's just a good place to be. Tell you what, I love the luxury of some of these things. The sound systems in these things. Top quality. This thing has LED lights all the way around it. Lets me plow pretty much as late as I want past dark.
Oh, heck yeah. That's kind of me. I'd like to be like after, you know, evening, just, you know, I'm more of an evening person.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not a morning person. That kind of sucks for farming because, you know, everybody thinks 5 a.m. I'm more of an 8 a.m. kind of guy.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as I get done what I need to do every day, I don't think it really matters, does it?
Nope.
There you go.